Hello, chess friends. This is a game, the continuation of my chess.com bot challenge. This game is against Antonio 1500. I played him before. I've won, but I didn't like my percentage. And so I want to try again to go for a better percentage win so that the game is more instructive. Okay, here I'm going to play c5. And against this, e6, d5. Um, let's see. How do I want to do this? I'll block here. If the queen checks, that move lets me get a6 in. However, if pawn push, it forces the bishop to take, queen takes. Where does the knight go? Well, let's find out. Um, Never mind, we'll send his knight to the rim, which is dim. Yes, there we go. Now a6 sends his knight to the rim. Unless I'm missing something. However, the queen check is coming, and so we want to be prepared to meet that queen check with bishop e7. So we'll hold off on those adventures for now. He castles. Bishop e7. The queen attacks the b7 pawn, taken care of by development, and a6 is on the way. I think we have his wishes look here. a6, knight to the rim, and then castles should be fine. Castles kingside. Now his knights are attacking the central squares. But it's sort of awkward. I think they're in awkward positions. Rook c8 threatens b5. Rook c8 guarding the c6 knight. I could come in here to trade off for this knight. And after rook takes, we have bishop d6. Then again, probably just developing move should do fine. Or queen c7 is a normal developing move, but it allows his knight to come in here and exchange itself. Makes things comfortable for him. So let's go for rook to c8. Queen attacks b7. b5, taking space on the queen side. I think I can wreck his kingside pawns with the sequence. Knight takes, rook takes, bishop d6, and I don't see where his rook's going to go. Keep his pawns from being wrecked right here. Let's play it. All these squares are covered. Queen is looking at this square. The square is protected by the rook. The knight would love to come to the center, but it won't have time if I attack this knight here. So then let's play here, followed by bishop takes knight. Excellent. Bishop takes knight. Knight comes to a central square, attacking this pawn. Or, I could sack this pawn here. And if queen takes, pawn takes, and then knight here. Knight there, and there's no I should centralize the queen first. There's an important reason for that. If I push on the queen will come here. Of course, if offer trade of rooks, rook takes is a very weak move for him because that allows my queen to get the initiative. Let's see if he falls for that one. He didn't fall for it. Okay. Instead, he thinks I'm going to fix his pawns. That move allows me to connect my rooks with this move here. Now I'm ready to check. He wants an initiative against my king. I don't think it's realistic. So I could attack the white squares here. Threatening rook takes, pawn takes, and then rook over. The knight is immune from attack because if pawn takes knight, rook checks and is mate. So what is the count now? 43 to 7. Seven pawns, seven pawns. Okay. I could play rook lift. And if he pushes his pawn up, I double my rooks. Rook takes, rook takes. His back rank is weak. So remember, he's always looking at that pawn. But that will give him indigestion, I think. It's fine. We'll protect this pawn and prepare for the rook lift at the same. No, this pawn is looked at by this rook. Okay, fine. Let's do the rook lift here. I don't think he has a good answer for it. If rook to g5, rook checks and followed by g6. Now I'm looking at the back rank. His move is very weak. So I'll take over the back rank. And now I can attack his queen and attack this pawn at the same time. He can't pin my knight. So let's go here. But he can't attack my rook down here. In which case, my rook will move over to the open file. Okay? So, yeah. I guess I gotta go to open file anyway, right? Fine, let's do it. I'm gonna attack my rook. I don't think he has a way to attack my rook. So I could basically bring the knight here, attacking this pawn a second time. How does he defend it? Queen here, perhaps, but that gives up this square. And he can't give up that square. Can he attack my rook? No, he can't attack my rook. But he can push this pawn up so that the pawn's no longer attacked. Yes, he could do that. Let's see here. If he pushes the pawn up, pawn takes, queen takes pawn. Can he attack my rook? Yes. If I go here, he can't attack my rook because the attack on my rook is blocked. Okay, let's go for this. Okay, good. So I could now play knight takes pawn because queen takes pawn loses to rook lift, and any bishop move loses to queen takes rook. So that's golden. Knight takes pawn. He can't eat it with the king, right? And if the knight takes pawn, I am threatening to bring my rook in. No, I'm not threatening to bring my rook in because, well, after knight takes pawn, he could go and attack my rook, but it doesn't matter because simply knight takes pawn here. My rook's protected by the queen. Any move by the bishop doesn't do him any good. And now the rook pin. Bishop move doesn't do any good because I take the queen with the rook with check. And that is a tactics well played. Okay. Let's basically pawn takes, queen check, followed by queen takes pawn check. He's on the rook. And then queen takes this pawn. Why would I want his rook to get free? I don't. So pawn takes. If bishop gets free, it has no squares to get free from. So let's do that. Eat up his pawns. And now the queen check here. We attack his rook, followed by eating his pawn. The queen is a wonderful pawn eater. Attack his rook. He has no checks. Okay, he's going to give up the rook. This is a waste. Come in. This pawn is captured with check. I think I've got a type of game I wanted, which was plus 90%. Okay. This pawn can move because this pawn is defended by a tactic. He follows into the tactic. And now this queen can eat the pawn there, so let's not waste time. Let's get more wood here. I'll take. And I'll get a rook. I think it's a good technique to get a rook in these types of situations so that there's no stalemate danger. I mean, of course, it's easy to calculate if you get a second queen, but it's a good habit. If you have a queen against a king, just get a rook. Because that way you'll follow the same habit if you're in time pressure. It should be over 90%. Let's see. It felt like I was in the zone on that one. Maybe the first game was a warm up. We'll see.
Good job building a lead and not letting up.
Nope, not yet 90%. So no problem. These advanced spots are harder to score over 90% on. Sometimes I do it though. Let's see what kept me from scoring at my standard here. 2 mistakes and 1 miss. Okay. Well, at least they gave me a decent rating. 2150 level. It's fine. And the Bob played at his level, about 1550. Okay, let's minimize that. And let's see why I first let's look at the miss.
Your better option was to move a piece to safety.
Move a piece of safety. What are they talking about? I just took the knight because my plan was after taking the knight, I was going to push here. His knight's going to end up on the rim, which is exactly what I did. So let's see what the best move should have been.
Correct move to safety.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes, yes. I did think about this move though, but for some reason I took first. Yeah, so the idea is here with the queen, and
Black combines recapturing with the development of a new piece.
right, right, right. And after this,
This moves the knight to safety.
black is almost winning now. He can attack the knight. And so the idea is if he attacks the knight can't be supported by a pawn
Very precise.
because of this move. And so now, if this comes, we want to attack the knight with this move, but we don't want the knight to go here and defend. Yes, I think we can get away with it. Let's try it. Oh, queen c6 is very precise. Okay, so what is his what's the follow up now? F6, right? And maybe this. F9.
This kicks a knight.
F5 is best. Okay, good. And it kicks the knight, and then we
This moves the knight to safety.
cash in, I assume. Yes.
The better move was to develop a knight and attack the center.
Okay, so that's too good for me. Okay, I thought I was going to cash in, but no.
This
Apparently,
moves the knight to safety.
the better move is because in this move he can just castle, and then he's threatening something to move quickly with his knight and attack your queen. Okay, so the better move is here.
Black
Okay,
develops the knight and attacks the center.
and that's how analysis grows our chess game. Okay, let me go back and let's see the.
Good job building a lead and not letting up.
Let me see the two. I think lead chess will still give me over 90% because lead chess is more forgiving in these for some reason. But let me see. At least I thought about the miss. It's fine.
Your best move was to connect rooks.
Here, if the game is about equal, I should just connect the rooks. That makes perfect sense.
Their better move was to prepare a bishop for development. Your best move was to connect rooks.
So the best move would be queen
The rooks can
c7.
see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense.
Yeah, I did think about that move too. Um, I thought it would be making it too easy for him because he can trade off a knight after this move here, but he should develop his pieces. So this probably wasn't something to think about. Doesn't help his game. Knight takes, queen takes, then a rook can come over and hit his queen. And so, yeah, I wasn't afraid of this knight move, but I thought it would just help him. Okay, let's continue. The other miss was
Good job building a lead and not letting up.
the other miss was well, the other mistake. There's one mistake I should have connected my rooks.
Your best move was to connect rooks.
The other mistake was rook e7.
You still have an advantage, but no longer have a winning position.
Okay, I lost the win with this move. Yeah, things were getting sort of complicated here. I want to know what I should have done here. Oh, yes. It's in the fingers. Rook takes rook. My rook comes to open file, and I'm winning. Very good. I think there's a switching look I could have done before retaking. Perhaps here, check.
Right
Pinning.
on target.
Yeah. This is his best. So, um, so for this, yeah, this is definitely a better way to play. Okay, so that was instructive. I got 88%, 2150 level, so that's fine. That's progress. And thank you for watching. If this was helpful for you or entertaining, please give a like, maybe even a share, and subscribe for more content like this.